drive and go to school and go to work for years without thinking twice about it. We have lives that are on hold. We have a lot of students that can contribute a lot to the society, but unfortunately they can't. On a personal note, I have a lot of friends that have gone through college. They have worked, they have paid out-of-state tuition, and they have academically excelled. But unfortunately, when they graduate and they get that degree, they cannot work in their profession. They cannot become teachers. They cannot become student counselors. They cannot do anything because they are lacking that social security number. It is important to note that the DREAM Act has bipartisan support, which means that if they wanted to, they could already pass this. Because it comes with the term of immigration, and because when people speak of that, people get scared of the word immigration, you know, it's being bogged down in politics. Having said that, we, the Georgia Dreamers, as well as national movements, we have obviously joined forces, and we have grown in numbers, and our voices every day are getting louder to call for the DREAM Act to be passed. The DREAM Act doesn't give anyone amnesty. The DREAM Act would essentially just allow that person to get a conditional residency for 6 years in order for them to go to college or serve in the military for 2 years. After the 6 years of conditional residency, then they will go into the process of possibly going for a citizenship if they request that. The people under the DREAM Act will not get Pell Grants, they will not get financial aid, they will only be able to pay in-state tuition. As we know, going to school and working, that's a lot of work. But having to pay out-of-state tuition, which is 3 times the amount, and having to work under the table on top of that, and having to drive with the concern of possibly getting pulled over, arrested, and then deported, it's a big burden on someone that's young and that's trying to do something with their lives. So we are here to educate the public on the DREAM Act and to advocate for the DREAM Act. Again, it is not amnesty. We are not taking anything away from anyone. We just want to become fully Americans. We consider ourselves Americans by technicality. We're this close to being there. But because of that, we're here today in solidarity. Most of us come from mixed status families. We see the struggles every day. We hear stories from our relatives getting pulled over, getting separated, being deported, and we are in a state of limbo. When it comes down to it, we have young kids that when they get to 11th grade and they start seeing the possibilities of actually going to college, but knowing in the back of their minds that they will no longer be able to go into their profession, that their dreams in some stance are deferred, that's a lot to take in, and that's a big disappointment in someone's life. So we're also trying to get the students that are coming up to join the movement and to start having our voices heard. This is a student movement. We can't wait for someone else to do it for us. We have to speak for ourselves. So I don't know if you want to add anything to that.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know, I don't know, some of you are from New York, but recently on October 13th, there was a ban passed with the Board of Regents. The Board of Regents oversees the public schools here in Georgia, the public universities, and they're banning undocumented students from the top 5 universities in Georgia. Yes, so it's all a political move because we still have to pay out-of-state tuition. So it does not make sense. There was no discussion. There's only 500 of us in the system. It's a system of 300,000 people, and it's only 500 of us, and they're barring us just because of this political sentiment, like anti-immigrant sentiment that's going on right now. So right now we're really trying to fight this negativity. We don't want it to spread any longer because we're afraid that it's going to spread to the other 30 universities, So right now it's only the 5, but if we don't let our voices be heard, it's going to spread, and then we don't want that to happen. So, yeah.
Can you talk about some of the actions that the Georgia Dreamers are doing, and especially like even some of the highlights of this week, what's taking place?
So this week we had a National Week of Action, and the state of Georgia participated in that. On Monday we had banner drops. I'm pretty sure there's like 1 or 2 still around the area. We also had a press release on Monday where we explained, and we did a lot of flyering to inform the people on the DREAM Act and what it stands for. On Wednesday we actually had a picket at the Board of Regents to let them know that what they're doing is wrong. It's like Gina said, it's all political. Their report that they investigated, all their premises around having the ban were found to be false. And even though they were found to be false, they still passed it with very little discussion. So it kind of shows you the sentiment that's going around. So we had a picket. We had a lot of people from the African American community that joined us, and we also had 4 people that got arrested doing civil disobedience. Thursday we held a vigil for undocumented soldiers that have served in the military, that they have died serving for their country that they love, and at the same time some of their family members have been deported, and they have been promised documents, and when they come back they get deported. So it's to honor the students and their sacrifices, and honor the soldiers as well that have died and are currently serving in their military services. Today we're going to be at Stone Mountain at 4:30, and we're going to spell Dream Act with our bodies and glow sticks. So we're hoping people can join us for that event. The hikes is like the challenging part. Nobody wants to hike up there, but it's well worth it. So yeah,
That's basically it.
Great program.
Any questions?
Yeah.
You have also, are there professors supporting, like a part of, do you have like, do they come out, or how do they support you?
We have like a couple professors around different universities, like Georgia State. There's a professor in the history department who is completely supportive. He talks to his colleagues and gives out the information to their students. So which is key, because sometimes those classes are really big. So if we could get 5 out of those classes, anything is good. In Kennesaw, we have the support too. They try to do everything more in the down low because of the whole Jessica case, and there's a lot of things going on in there, but they keep spreading the word to their students. So Kennesaw State University.
It's up in Potsdam.
That's in Potsdam.
It's